Hello and welcome to another modelling video. This is Alan from the McConnor at YouTube with another model video. Today I'm going to set up, review and demonstrate how to use and clean the all-in 2.5mm 800ml electric spray gun, including internal air source at 220 volts. Purchased fairly cheaply off AliExpress, the kit contains the gun itself, instructions, viscosity cup and adapter. The instructions were in Chinese and fairly useless, yet the listing had these English instructions and step-by-step pictures on the basic operations, each component, setup, clean down, and a few handy tips like proper spraying. Expected of a pneumatic siphon-fed tool, which we'll cover in this video. Like other electric air guns, disassembly and lubrication is required, and a lot does remove from the nozzle, adjustable needle and directional spray cap on the external, which can be adjusted for patterns. If dried paint gets stuck in any of the mechanisms, you do risk damage or shearing of parts through operation without cleaning. With fine machine oil, I've removed the paint vessel and siphon and poured it down the needle and the input paint shaft. The next step requiring a Phillips head screwdriver. It is essential to make sure the device is unplugged from power. Remove the screws and crack open to expose the motor and the wires. Remove the assembly and disassemble the outer cover of the propeller blade. Some of the wires are crimped and slotted into little blades in sleeves, which can be disassembled and reassembled. Remove the plastic cup and you'll expose a spinning blade. Oil it up, and the external, put some petroleum jelly. This will only need to be done once unless you spill paint on the inside. Through accidental spraying or tilting of the mechanism, any paint that may dribble down will solidify and not stick to any surface but on the lubricant. Reassemble, plug in and do a test. The sound, pressure, force and heat of the output is somewhat similar to a domestic hairdryer. Lubricate the O-ring on the nozzle cap and reassemble. To test the spray pattern, the siphon and operation will be filling it up with water. This also doubles to flush out any impurities and excess lubricant through the line before adding paint. This setting is with the nozzle all the way open and the trigger pulled all the way back. The spray pattern is quite suitable for painting large surfaces such as fences. The second test will be on this prop helmet, spraying a acrylic lacquer automotive primer, mixed at a ratio of 1 part primer to 2 to 3 parts thinner for a very nice viscosity that slides off the plastic, does not stick but leaves a little substance behind. A good ratio for my use in airbrushing and air gunning. We'll fill up the jar halfway. Now, a word of warning, the listing and what I can find in English only recommends water soluble or acrylic paint and advises that solvents may cause issues or void the warranty. I tested the stuff as such to see if the plastic would have chemical resistant and had great success. It sprayed the surface quite well, but maybe using solvents may deteriorate the lifespan of this product. It was very cheap, however. The spray was smooth and easy to control, but with the trigger all the way back and the nozzle fully open, the flow was a little too strong for detailed surfaces such as this. Adjusting to the finest setting, this spray gun is utterly perfect for filler primer on 3D prints and smaller projects. The disassembly and cleanup straight after operation was not very hard. I turned it upside down and filled up the siphon hose with thinner a couple of times and just sprayed it straight out, cleaning out the entire system. Reclaiming the primer back in its original container, I pulled every component apart and wiped it down with a tissue or rag soaked in thinner until it's utterly and completely clean. I maneuvered the nozzle and turned it on for a short period of time to make sure no paint has dried or solidified and all components are operating perfectly for its next use. A drop of oil down the needle shaft would not necessarily hurt for longer term storage. This is my second electric spray gun, and all I have to compare this with is the cheapest on the market, the Kumis with the magnet diaphragm for air power, and the spinning hair drying blade is far superior in every way with a more controlled spray. The hot air dries the paint as it leaves in a quicker cure, and it's far easier in setup, disassembling, and less lubrication. I find this to be a far more superior and very easy to use air gun, and very highly recommended to purchase or at least investigate in all manner of uses, including very large walls or fence projects at its maximum output. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, until next time, stay tuned for more content. Check out the playlist for more airbrush and air guns, and we'll catch you guys next time.